you still looking at me? Right?
Hello guys, and we're back. So in this video, I'm going to give some tips on how you can pass the interview in Rarejob and the demo lesson. Okay, so first, of course, is yung interview natin. Alam naman natin, ang isang very common na question sa interview is, number 1, tell me something about yourself. Okay, so how will you answer this question? So ang tips ko for me, this is a very common question. So of course, common din yung mga sagot, right? But it's how you deliver it. You have to be confident. Kailangan maging confident ka sa pagsagot ng question na ito. You have to highlight your strengths. Okay? So you have to highlight your strengths. You have to share your work experiences. Kahit na ano pa yung work experience na yan, you can share it. Kahit hindi siya related sa English or kahit hindi siya related sa teaching. Okay, you can share, and of course you tell something about you tell personal things about you. So para din makilala ka din nila, and you have to pag nagkukwento, or if you're answering this question, you have to look at your laptop's camera para mag eye to eye contact kayo ng trainer mo or ng interviewer mo to show that you are telling the truth, that you are sincere with what you are saying. Yon, so importante yon. So highlight your strengths. Okay, yun ang isang pinaka-importante. And of course, next is for be confident nga, eye-to-eye contact. Okay? And then next, yun yung examples ng mga, kung paano mo siya sasagutin. And that's up to you na kung ano yung mga sasabihin mo. Just make sure that you are not going to tell negative things about your previous company or about other people or about other companies. Okay? Huwag nating siraan yung ibang companies kasi that's negative. Magkakaroon siya ng negative impact or negative connotation doon sa interviewer mo that you're going to do the same thing in Rarejob if you will be accepted. Yeah. So yun. And then, of course, next, number 2 is follow-up questions. This is depending on, this depends on your answers sa question number 1. So you have to make sure na yung mga sasabihin mo sa question number 1 ay ready ka sa follow-up questions. Kasi of course, they will ask follow-up questions. Example, so kung sinabi mo na nagtrabaho ka sa ganito, so tatanungin din nila, bakit ka umalis? Why did you leave your job, your previous job? Okay, so that's number 2 follow-up questions depending on your answers in number 1. So you have to make sure that you are confident you're telling the truth para pag nag-follow-up questions si interviewer, at least alam mo kung ano yung isasagot mo. Meron kang agad-agad makakasagot ka, hindi yung pautal-utal ka, yung parang gaganyan-ganyan ka, tapos titingin-tingin ka sa paligid mo, you're not sure na kung ano yung isasagot mo doon. Diba? So parang ang iisipin ng interviewer mo is you're telling a lie. So you have to be confident, you have to tell the truth, and of course, as I mentioned, dapat ready ka sa follow-up questions. Yun, and eye to eye. Okay, so sa interview naman, very short lang siya. Very short interview lang just to know you more. Okay, so to know you. And then, of course, number 3 is why Rarejob? Of course, there are many companies, other ESL companies out there. So why did you choose Rarejob? Okay, so bakit si Rarejob yung napili mo? So isipin mo muna siya kung bakit nga ba si Rarejob? Bakit kay Rarejob ako nag-a-apply? Bakit hindi sa ganito, sa ganyan, sa ganito? Diba? And then, why do you want to work from home? So very importante din ito. Why do you want to work from home? What are your reasons? So for example, productive, and kasi sa ngayon ang traffic na, 'di ba? Ang dami ng problema sa traffic. So it's not very easy to commute. Masasayang na yung oras mo sa pag-prepare, tapos mag-aantay ka, ma-stuck ka pa sa traffic ng napakatagal. So you can use that to you want to be more productive by spending more time for spending your time at home, working from home. So, pwede din yun. And of course, especially if you are a mom like me, I'm a single mom. So, I'm just lucky na ngayon, my mom is taking care of my son, so I don't have to worry. So, kaya nga nagtatrabaho ako ng longer hours, 15 hours a day. 12 to 15 hours a day. So, kung meron kang family, meron kang mga anak na nag-aaral, you want to take care of your family, you want to be there for them, then pwede mo ring gamitin yun as your reason. Okay? And of course, next, how long can you work in one day? So, parang tatanungin lang naman kung ilang oras yung pwede mong i-commit, magpo-full-time ka ba, or magpa-part-time ka. So, you can answer that too. You can either be a full-time worker or a part-time worker. It's up to you. Next is, how long can you stay in the company? Yeah, so syempre sa mga tao ngayon, very important naman. It's very important to be loyal sa company, or parang kasi mahirap naman nung interviewin ka ngayon, nandito ka ngayon, and then sa susunod na buwan wala ka na, hindi ka na magla-lesson, or di ka magkukwit ka na. So you have to at least commit, or just say kung ilang years ka pwedeng magstay kay Rarejob. Yun. Kasi syempre kung sasabihin mong ilang buwan lang, may balak kang umalis or magtrabaho sa ibang bansa, or di kayo magtrabaho sa ibang company, meron kang pending application, so mag-aalanganin na yung trainer na i-hire ka. Okay, so yun ang aking mga tips on how you can pass the interview in Rarejob. So, yun ang, short interview lang siya. Tips ko is just make sure that you are confident with what you are saying, and then you are mag-eye-to-eye contact kayo ni interviewer. So look at the camera of your laptop or of your computer, and kailangan din wag masyadong mayabang din naman sa pagsagot, especially if you have teaching experiences. Of course, it's very good na i-share mo yung mga teaching experiences mo, yung mga work experiences mo, pero wag yung masyado namang na parang ang layo-layo na narating mo, or ang taas-taas mo na ganun. Kasi syempre pag ganun, iisipin ng mga iba-iba siya, parang iba yung dating. So, hindi, parang negative, of course, din naman, di ba? Kung meron nakikipag-usap kasi isang tao, tapos medyo mayabang siya sa pagsagot, mapangit din naman yung pakiramdam mo. So, ganun din naman si interviewer. So, we have to be humble, and we have to be friendly. We have to show that we are friendly, kasi ang pinaka-importante is on how you communicate with your students. Kasi ang mga estudyante, pag kunyari na feel nila na you're not willing naman to help them, madidemotivate sila. They will not, and they won't book your lesson again. Diba? So, mas maganda yung meron kang mga regular na students. Okay, so that's it for the interview. And now let's go to the demo lesson. Ang demo lesson sa Rarejob is very important. Okay, kasi dito nila titingnan yung capabilities mo, on how you capabilities mo to teach, on how you will teach your students. So ang demo lesson material ibibigay sa iyo ng interviewer. It's 1 page only. So, 1 page only, it's a very simple demo lesson material. So, wala akong kopya nun kasi of course, hindi naman pwedeng i-share. So, yun, isi-send nila yun sa yung chat box, sa yung Skype, kasi you will be interviewed via Skype. So, yun yung gagamitin, isi-send sa'yo ng interviewer. Tapos, bibigyan ka ng instruction. Example, sasabihin niya sa'yo na, okay, so this will be your demo lesson guide. I will act as your tutor. I will act as your student. You will be my teacher, or you will be my tutor. So, you have to explain what's in the material to me. So, you have to think of simple ways on how you can explain it to your students. Okay, so ang unang-una kong tip sa demo lesson is you have to speak clearly and slowly. You're not going to talk to Americans or native speakers. You are going to teach Japanese. consider them as beginners. So, i-consider mo yung estudyante mo as a beginner student. So, you have to speak clearly and slowly. Very important. Some students may be very good at reading, may be very good at speaking, but not in listening. So, isipin natin na in learning English, there are different factors. Of course, we have reading, speaking, listening. So, meron yung mga magagaling na sa mga pagbabasa, pero hindi sila masyado sa listening. So, we have to make sure that we speak clearly and slowly. Use simple words. Huwag tayong magpa-impress sa interviewer kasi nga she is or he or she will act as your student. So if you're going to use words na hindi nila alam, paano nila maintindihan yung lesson? So we have to make sure that we have to make sure to use simple words only in explaining. Okay, simple words, and then give examples. Okay, so kung ano yung mga nasa demo lesson, kung example, kung magtatanong si estudyante mo, what's the meaning of this? Okay, you have to give examples. You have to explain kung ano yung meaning ng tinatanong ng estudyante mo. And then, for example, what is the meaning of singular? Okay, so, of course, itatype mo siya sa chat box. Singular means only one. Okay, so itatype mo siya. It's very simple explanation only. Only one. So, singular means only one. Itatype mo siya sa chat box. Isasend mo kay estudyante mo. And then, you have to give an example. You have to make a sentence using the word singular para maintindihan siya ng estudyante mo, and ask if it's clear. So, tanungin mo si estudyante mo, is it clear? Then, if it's okay, then move on to the next question or next part. Okay? So, that's it. That's for my first tip. And then next is, of course, you have to smile and be friendly. Okay? Hindi naman ibig sabihin na you have to smile all throughout the lesson, na nakismile ka ng buo, ng the whole lesson. That's very difficult to do. So, make sure that your student feels that you are willing to help her or him. Okay? Hindi yung nagmamadali ka, tapos hindi mo naman ini-explain mabuti. Parang kung may tanong siya, binigay mo lang din yung same na word dun sa material. So, parang walang difference. You have to try to explain it in your own words or simpleng paraan. Okay? That's it. And then, as I mentioned to you, number 3, use the chat box. Okay, yun nga, pinaka-important. Isa din sa mga pinaka-importante, if you are going to make examples or if you are going to explain the meaning of something, you have to use the chat box. Okay? And then, ask the student to read what you have written or what you have sent in the chat box. Yun din, kung may corrections ka, example, kung meron kang correction dun sa estudyante mo, you have to type in the chat box. Okay? And then, ask the student to read the corrections that you have sent or the examples. Okay? Next is, of course, you have to make sure that you know how to correct the mistakes of your student. Okay? For example, meron siyang mistake. For example, sinabi niya na, the people is nice. So, of course, that's wrong, diba? Dapat the people are nice. So, parang i-transition mo lang siya. For example, sinabi na niya yung sentence niya, okay, very good. So, example, you can say, okay, good student San. Let's check your sentence. You said, and then itatype mo na siya sa chat box. You said, the people is nice. People means many. So, we have to use are. Okay, so itatype mo na siya. The correct sentence, itatype mo yung correct sentence, the people are nice. So, isasend mo siya sa chat box, and then you ask the student to repeat or to read the correct sentence. And then after the student, after reading, then you have to ask the student if it's clear or kung meron pa siyang ibang tanong. Tips ko kung paano kayo, kung ano yung gagawin sa demo lesson. So, just to, yun, pinaka-importante talaga yung speak slowly and clearly, and then use the chat box, and then correct the sentences of your student. Ganon din, kung meron din siyang kamali sa, pronunciation, okay? Of course, that's very, very common. Sa mga Japanese, ang very common na mistake nila is yung R and L. So, kunyari, hindi nila na-pronounce yung L, example, or I'm sorry, yung R. So, example, role play. Tapos, ang sabi ng estudyante mo, lol play. So, you can say, okay, student son, let's check your pronunciation for the R sound. So, please repeat after me. Role play. So, ulitin ng estudyante mo, role play. One more time, role play. Very good. So, and commend your student. Pag na-pronounce na niya na maayos, and then of course, you have to commend the student. Very good. You did good. You pronounced the word correctly or the sound correctly. So, yun. And then of course, you have to type the word in the chat box. Ita-type mo siya para alam nila kung ano yung word na tinutukoy mo na mispronounce nila. Okay? So, yun. We have to correct the student's mistake in a positive manner. Hindi naman yung sinabi, your sentence is wrong. Hindi naman ganon. So, parang, okay, student son, let's check your sentence. Let's check your pronunciation. Okay? So, yun. And, that's, so far, yun yung mga tips na naiisip ko na pwede kong ibigay on how you can pass the demo lesson. So, and of course, just make sure that you are prepared. Just be confident, believe in yourself. You can do that. Ako din naman nung una, I didn't have any teaching experience, and hindi porket alam mo mag-English, or di kaya magaling ka ng mag-English, tanggap ka na agad-agad. No, you have to, of course, you have to consider din naman yung anong klaseng trabaho yung papasukan mo. Siyempre sa call center siguro pwedeng maging American accent ka, pero pag sa teaching, of course you're teaching beginners, so we have to speak slower. We have to speak slowly. Yan, that's it for today. Good luck, and just take the gaya ng sinabi ko, if you really want it, just take the first step. Do not hesitate, just try. Okay, you have to take the first step para alam mo kung ano yung result ng gagawin mo. And this is for you and for your family, especially kung ginagawa mo ito for your family, then go, kaya mo yan. Good luck, and see you in my next video.
Why you still looking at me?